Hello, everybody. Welcome. If this is your first time, I'm Teacher Norma, MS, which stands for Master of Science. But I'll tell you that in a little time. Why I got a Master of Science. And how that came to be. What I think about the student forgiveness issue. Okay. So, a little backstory. I am a first generation graduate, high school graduate, yes. And so no one ever talked to me about college because that was foreign to us. Nobody that I knew in both sides of my family went to college or even graduate high school. So I was the first one in both families that I know of that graduated from high school. So again, no one told me about college and you could do it and all that good stuff. So not until my senior year of high school that I spoke to the counselor that I decided I could go to college. So that wasn't very encouraging. So I started off in junior college. I did get a very small scholarship, like $50 scholarship, very small. And so I did get Pell Grants. And I think I got Pell Grants for a year and a half. And that's it because they said my mom made too much. My mom is a single parent. She raised us as a single woman. She does not have a high school diploma. And so she worked as a bus person and a diner and a cleaning person. So she had 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. And she told us that she was going to get off assistance. That was her goal, to get us off assistance. We were raised on welfare and food stamps, and she wanted to get out because it limited us from getting nicer cars. Because in order to get food stamps or welfare, you couldn't go above a certain income level. And if you did, you would have to do something about it, like either quit a job or sell a car or to go towards debt. Yes. So she said, no, I'm not going to have the government tell me what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. And we eventually did get off. So because she had 2 or 3 jobs, I was not eligible to get financial aid after a while. So I did have to get student loans. And mind you, no one spoke to me about, be careful about getting student loans because in the end, you're going to have to pay it back. So I took out student loans. So at the end of my bachelor's career, I guess you could say, I had to pay around $30,000. And I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, that's nothing because they have, $90,000, $120,000. Like, oh my goodness. So no, but $30,000 is $30,000. It's a lot. And so when I graduated, of course, I had to pay back, and I had to pay the minimum because we were just starting off, my husband and I, as a small family. So of course I had my babies coming, and so I had to be careful what I spent. So we did pay the minimum. Okay, so fast forward a couple of years, I decided to get my master's because my school district at that time had a program. They would pay, there was a grant, and they paid 80% of my master's program, and I paid the amount of 20%, or the balance of 20%. I don't know how. I don't know how you want to say that, but I paid 20% of the tuition. So I ended up paying around $3,000. That was my commitment, and the district paid the rest. Or it was through a grant. I don't know how they got the grant, but they paid that amount of money. So I received my master's without student loans because my husband and I decided to pay that $3,000 ourselves. So we did. So I still had about $30,000 in debt, and I did pay the minimum. So it took me several years to pay it off. I mean, several. It took me over 20 years. 20. And actually, would still be paying the student loan if I paid the minimum. The last time I paid it, I think I already paid it off. I think it's been like 4 years, maybe 5 years that I paid off my student loan. And if I paid, if I did, if I paid the minimum, still I would be paying right now because my loan date was 2035. We're in 2023. Yes. So I would still be paying on my student loan. So it would be like over 30 years that I would be paying on my student loan if I decided just to pay the minimum. So the last 5 years of paying my student loan, my husband and I decided, like, no, we're gonna have to be aggressive about paying this off because I'm not doing this anymore. This is ridiculous. So we end up paying double, sometimes triple the amount that I needed to pay monthly. And so we did that. And so it's been paid off for the last 4 years, maybe going on 5. Very thankful. And I remember the last payment, I was like, oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. It is doable. Believe me, it is doable. But you have to work. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to get side work. I did tutoring. I also did summer school. I did what I have to do as far as education wise. I didn't really want to go get another job that had to work nights or weekends because I still had little ones, and I did not want to miss opportunities to be with my children. So if I had some extra work in school that I could do extra side work, like summer school or tutoring, I did it. Okay, I wanted to pay it off. I wanted to be debt free. Am I totally debt free? No, I'm getting there. We're getting there. We have a little bit more, and I want to be totally debt free. So I'm working on that. But I'm very excited that where I'm at today is so amazing. So yes, you're gonna work hard. You're gonna have to work really hard if you want to get out of student loan debt, but you could do it. And you're talking to a person that came from a low income family, and because of that, I was able to tell my own children not to get student loan debt. Yes, they did not go to a prestigious school, and that's okay. We told them, what do you want to do? Because we wanted to make sure whatever they wanted to do is going to be a moneymaker. Be honest with yourself. If you're going to get a degree and there's few jobs in that area, why are you going to spend years and money getting that is not going to be fruitful, right? It doesn't make sense. So I do have one of my sons. I have 2. My oldest son, he always liked to be a mechanic, diesel mechanic, and it pays pretty well. So he was able to get certifications that he needed at a community college. And there is nothing wrong with that because I went to community college before I transferred to a university. And so he was able to finish his certifications, and he owes no money because he was paying and working and going to school at the same time. So he doesn't have any student loan debt. My youngest son will be graduating soon, and actually in a month, and he has no student loan debt. Again, we taught them to be paying as you go. It might take you a little longer, but in the end, you're going to be debt free. So he has no student loans. So it is possible. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. You might not finish when you want to finish, but you're going to finish debt free. So that's my take on that. So have a great day. Bye.